Alright everyone, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Christina, aka That Variety Nerd, and today... Alrighty, we are taking care of business, just like the tank's abbreviation. So, like I mentioned in the last episode, we're jumping right into things here with some new talent on the roster, because Lord knows we need them.
Making her way to the ring from Oakland, California, Shotzi!
So, we're going to watch a match from this episode, I believe. We are en route to Survivor Series, which is very, very exciting. So it looks like it'll be Survivor Series, and then we'll have a couple episodes left to go in Season 1. So I'm like, okay, do I just push through and record the rest of this tonight? Because I'm still in my pre-recording era ahead of the busy season. Another part of me is like, well, just get the 2 episodes you need, dip in and dip out. That's how we operate around here. And if you have the extra time and the bandwidth to do the 3rd episode, you still have the weekend. Because I was just trying to get, I think I wanted to get at minimum 8 videos recorded. And, well, this is our 8th video, technically. Because I was able to get 5 Universe Mode episodes filmed so far. I'm recording this all the way back on October 10th, by the way. Again, we are in our pre-recording era because mid-October to mid-November around here is just busy. It just, there's no other way around it. It is just always busy, but not like in a bad way. It's just like life gets really busy. Like some people have like really busy holiday seasons. This is kind of my version of like the busy holiday season. So yeah, we muted the entrance musics because, well, copyright. Because anytime that I try to use the music on this series for whatever reason, it just gets copyrighted. Or it's easier to copyright, I should say. It's probably because I don't chit-chat during the entrances and I just need to lean in on the editing, but...
The Kabuki Warriors from Yamaguchi, Japan, Kairi, Sane!
I feel like we're definitely covering a lot of the women's division, and I'm kind of here for it, to be honest. So yeah, I'm thinking about it through, like, okay, this episode's going to be weeks, 16 through 19, then we have Survivor Series, then we have weeks 21 through 24, and then WrestleMania. And I usually, with WrestleMania, will just try to at least cover, 3 of those matches, and then we usually do the draft, or at least, see what happens at the end of the season. It could be a 2-parter. I'll have to see when we get to that point. But at the very least, I want to make sure that we had enough sort of videos filmed and ready to go for our sort of mid-October to mid-November shenanigans, and just make sure that that ground was covered. I wanted to try to film everything between I think the 6th, was that Sunday? I'm pretty sure it was Sunday. Yeah, between October 6th and October 13th, so that way I could just, basically edit everything and upload everything this weekend, because this is my last free weekend for a few weekends. I got stuff going on. I'm like, look at me. And, again, by the time that this is out, we will be busy. There's no other way around it. But it's not like a bad kind of busy. Again, just life gets busy, right? Because, we're getting into that time of the year where it's we're seeing all the family members and friends and all that good stuff. So, yeah, we will be sort of on I guess kind of in our pre-recording era, maybe moving forward with our gaming content. I don't know. I'm kind of liking this sort of hey, I'm just going to, film for about a week, and then that way I don't have to do anything for a few weeks. It's working better for me in the mental health and everything, so I think we're golden that way. Because, there's usually 1 week out of the month where I just kind of need to buckle down anyway, or it just gets hey, I don't have much going on that week, I might as well film some videos. And again, I also wanted to kind of so I think by the time that we get to the end of the busy season in mid-November, I may, do a bunch of pre-recording just to get us through the holidays a little bit. It's like, Christina, you're just going to pre-record the rest of the entire game. Well, the thing too, and it actually works out with the timing, right, is that the last DLC, I believe, for 2K24 is on November 13th. So that's when I could come back and just pick up and play. And that'll be around the time, I think, when all these videos are going to be uploaded around. So I think that works out pretty good. Because I think... Okay, yeah, if I have 2 more episodes, left to film for this. This should be out maybe the 7th. So the last video that I have pre-recorded should be for November 12th. So then we would be into the 14th, I think, for this series, maybe. Because I'm trying to do, like, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday uploads. And I think that's probably a good little schedule. I'll maneuver things around as I need to. You know, kind of based on the data and all that. But I know we're talking just, like, in circles pretty much and not paying attention to what's going on around here. Listen, if you're new here, this is just how we operate. We talk things through with the community. But, like, I feel like we're finally into a groove. I think this is kind of the best way to kind of just, like, get the content out for y'all. Because I enjoy filming videos, don't get me wrong. I just, you know, have certain stretches of time where it's like, I'm just going to be busy. And here's the thing, too, right? So, like, I'm probably going to need a pre-record for the holidays because, again, I'm also pre-recording ahead because of busy season and also to work on compilations, right? So that's kind of why I'm just like, I'm just going to edit videos all weekend and just do nothing but do, well, video editing. But by the time that this video's out, we're going to be just, like, pre-recording. Or not pre-recording, but we're just going to be in the thick of busy season. Shotzi missed right there. So, yeah, I hope everyone's cool with that plan. I think we're going to be in a good little spot kind of moving forward. Because I'm thinking if we're going to be back to do another stretch of pre-recording for the holiday season, right? Because November's going to be a little busy with just the wrestling content in general, right? Because, I mean, like, you know, there's Crown Jewel at the beginning of the month, and then, of course, at the end of the month, there's going to be Survivor Series. Right now, I'm only planning on doing Survivor Series just because, like, we are in the thick of busy season. Like, I have, like, my weekends all booked out, right? And so, by the time we get to Survivor Series, we're going to have a bunch of SmackDown reactions still. We're still going to be, you know, as we get into December, we might do that Saturday night main event special if it's streamed on Peacock or whatever, because I think that's what's supposed to happen. So we'll do that, and then after that, I think the next premium live event would probably be Royal Rumble, and I'm actually going to hopefully be there for it. You know, God willing, we get the tickets. Which, by the time we get to the 13th of November, like that full week there, like that, I think it's the 13th or the 15th is when everything goes on pre-sale and the tickets go on sale and everything like that. We are jumping on that as soon as we can. So we'll have some updates for y'all when we go to do the SmackDown reaction for the 15th probably. If not sooner, because we'll see what happens. Like, obviously, it's just going to be a great time. Like, you know, we're being very diligent about this trip because it's a bucket list item, and it's all of like an hour and a half away from me. So I'm like, I might as well go. And yeah, sometimes if the match goes on for a little while, we might just watch the one match. But I like to watch 2 matches a video. I feel like that's a good sweet spot, and we can just chit-chat through the rest of it, and that sort of thing. So, yeah, I'm recording this on the 10th, and I actually don't have to be anywhere until, like, I don't have to leave the house really until, like, 11 tomorrow, because I have my, I used a day of PTO off on the 11th to go get my eye exam done and then go shopping for glasses. I know, that's such an exciting time. But I'm actually really excited because I'm more than due for a new pair of glasses. Mine are just really worn in. And it's been a few years, and yeah. But I am on top of my eye exams and everything. So, yeah. And, you know, of course, this is all going to be outdated commentary, right, by the time that this is all uploaded. So, yeah, you know, I think just getting ahead with the pre-recording has just, I can feel, like, much better about it. I just feel better knowing that it's all filmed. And I've actually been doing a good job at, like, you know, kind of editing everything down. Like, by the time I get to editing this video down and the next video down, I'm only going to have 4 more videos left to edit. Because I have at least 3 out of the 5 Universe Mode videos that I filmed this week already edited, and I have 2 of the GM Mode videos already filmed and edited, I believe, too. So yeah, I've been really just like, well, we're at least like halfway done with our edits by the time that I'm filming this, so that's pretty exciting. The pain in the butt part, obviously, is going to be the timestamps, but I think I figured out a solution to make my life a little easier, right? I know, such enthralling content, right? Oh my goodness. Oh, there goes Mr. Darkscreen. Oh yeah, that's it. I think Shotzi's done, y'all. And Kairi Sane picks up a huge win. Again, we needed more people on the roster, and we can kind of afford it now because we're getting into that last stretch of the season. So yeah, we're going to go through the rest of the show. We're going to go over the next 2 weeks, and then we'll probably watch a match at the end of the show, like as we kind of close things out. We'll see how things go. We'll see how everything sort of pans out, and if not, that's okay. We'll still keep things moving along, people. We will keep things moving along. You're disappointing. This was a good little match. Come on. Oh no! Oh god, we got hit by the injury bug, people. We got hit by the injury bug. So we had Roman Reigns defeating Butch, Ilya and Bronson have a feud going on. We got Jacy and Becky, their feud's continuing. Kairi and Shotzi had a match. Fanny is out for 3 weeks. Oh. And then, of course, Miz and Seth, they just started a feud, and Seth is out for 4 weeks. But The Miz has won the World Championship. I mean, listen. I mean, like, our roster is getting just, yeah. I don't know what else to say, like, our poor roster. But we're up to $123,000. We're at 31,000 fans. I suspect. Yeah, okay. This could be brutal. Okay, they're at 39,000, so it's nice to have somebody else in the 30,000 range. I know a guy. Alrighty, well, we're back to last place. It was nice while it lasted. Oh, seriously? Wow, y'all are being petty. Look at that. It's like Jesus, it's like maybe 600 fans, a little over 600 fans. Come on. Seriously? I hate it here. Hey, Cleveland! Alright, we had. Oh, no. Yeah, let's not do it. Hey, I mean, The Miz is our world champion, and Ilya is doing great. Listen, Ilya, we love you on the roster, but we can't afford anything right now because we need to focus on getting a roster that's not going to be injured. The injury bug hit us. Oh crap, I just clicked the wrong option. Oh, it's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. We'll probably get at least one person, maybe two, right? Right? But in terms of our season challenges, oh lord. Oh, okay, so promos, rivalries. Oh boy. We could probably still do some of these, right? So let's see here. What sort of things do we have to work with? We could probably do this network special. I think that might help us out too. The moon might help us out. Injury rehab is going to help us out. The legend whisper, that's definitely going to help us out too. So we have a bunch of these things that we could do to help us out. We've got 73,000 fans, and we need to take a look at what exactly we need on this. Oh my god, look at how many injuries! Oh no! Oh no, how bad's everybody's stamina levels? Oh man, we're really going to have to do a bare bones kind of week over here. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, we really might not have much of a choice here, because it's like, we could do, like, just some of these women's division matches, which could work, and then, of course, we have Miz as our champ. We got Roman, we got Butch, we got Ilya. So, I mean, not ideal, but we could still have people, like, having matches and doing something for this week. Oh, boy. Okay, so as you can see, we did, in fact, get Nova over there with Jacy. Nova Northern Light, I believe her name is. Okay, 2 stars. It is what it is. You can see we're kind of keeping a lot of people in promo land. Jody versus Shotzi. This makes logical sense. 2 stars. Also, okay, listen, we're not going to have home runs. We're continuing the Nia and Fanny feud. And then we've got Nova Northern Light versus Jacy Jane. Oh, crap. I forgot to get a bruiser instead. It's fine. We needed another person on the roster. Plus, it's not her feud. All right, well, we have Ilya versus Roman now at the main event non-title match. Roman Reigns picks up a huge win. You love to see it. 2.5 stars. Let's get. Yeah, we are very much not looking too good, which is great. Oh no, we're down to 27,000. This is bad. Oh no. Oh no. We're doing great. We're doing absolutely great. Week 18. Oh god. I'd be interested in staying another 5 weeks. Yeah, let's just give you the contract. Pick up a better fight. Thanks, Paul Heyman. Listen, we need trips. We just needed people on the roster. They love us, Frost. Oh, how about some? Okay, we'll make it happen. We just need people on the show. Okay, Naya's excited about the PL lead. I'm excited for her. Okay, so Jacy wanted better effects, right? Okay, tier 3 or more. Let's do that then. We can do that. I know we need people on the roster still, but you get the idea. The sentiment is there. So, okay, so Jacy wanted to be on a show appearance. Maybe that's why we didn't actually like. Maybe that's why we were struggling and just didn't get that one the last time. So let's go ahead and book the show, and we'll just see if there's anything that piques our interest. Okay, so I think out of desperation, we're going to need to use this network special, but with good reason, I think. Beautiful. Okay, so we've got ourselves a bit of a situation here. So we once again got another person on the roster. We got Ivy Nile. So our women's division stacked. I took a look at our roster, and Randy's still got another 3 weeks left to go. That's fine, but we're going to be getting Gigi Dolan back, and we're going to be getting Thea Hale back next episode, or next week, rather. We still got a couple of weeks for Fanny. I think she should be good in time for the Premium Live event with Nia, so I think that'll happen. Seth, he's got 3 more weeks, so I mean, we're getting there. We're surviving and kind of thriving. But I think we've got a nice little match on our hands, a nice little show. So yeah, let's get to it, people. Alrighty, people. So we're gonna be watching Jacy Jane versus Ivy Nile. I know it's like we're too focused on the women's division at this point, but you know what? That's okay. Now we can shift gears over to the men's side of things to kind of close out our season with. And hopefully get money. We need money.
The
We
following
really,
contest
really need money.
is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Tampa, Florida, Jacy Jane.
And I've got to think, too, that with all the injuries that we have on this roster, like people coming back and everything, that's going to help, everything out, right? Because we'll have Gigi back, we'll have Thea Hale back. So that's going to help us out quite a bit, right? Right. And just having those feuds back in rotation. So, yeah. Plus, like, we didn't have any room in the budget for any promos, so that's going to help out a number of people on the roster that are not on the card. Yeah, here we are, people. We're going to run through the rest of the show. We're going to see where we're at, and then we're going to go ahead and do week 19 after this. We're going to set up the PLE and that sort of thing. Now, with WrestleMania, I've kind of found that, like,
And
okay.
representing the Creed brothers from Knoxville, Tennessee, Ivy Nile.
Like I was saying, with the WrestleMania show, that one might be a little bit of a longer episode because, well, we historically have done, like, the entire WrestleMania card. Now, we can still do that. We would need to split up into a couple parts, right? Because we got to factor in, well, the draft and just the end of season shenanigans. So I'm thinking we could do that and like maybe have an extra episode that week. We'll have to see. But I think what'll be best will just be sticking to 2 matches and then kind of having the longer episode to cover the draft and all that good stuff. And just sort of the end of season shenanigans, if you will. Again, the priority right now is just pre-recording a bunch of videos and hoping for the best. It is still very early on in the evening. I've got my sparkling water. We are good to go. And I got regular water, too, so we're good to go there. I got some groceries delivered today, so we're all locked and loaded. Although I am waiting on some coffee to get delivered, too, but that's okay. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh. So yeah, I hope everyone's having a lovely day so far. I know that we're kind of all over the place with these pre-recorded videos, but I think that's probably how it's supposed to operate. Right, right. Sorry, I'm reaching over for my food. Just gotta check everything. Nope, we are good to go. Beautiful. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, I'm going to push through it. We're going to push through the next episode, cover a couple matches, see how we did. Then I'm going to try to push through and cover the episode before WrestleMania. And we'll kind of go from there. Again, we're going to have to kind of gauge how WrestleMania goes, realistically speaking. But it'll probably be a longer episode because we have to deal with Season 2 and the draft for that. So that's just kind of what I'm thinking will happen. I might just kind of barrel through most of that week before WrestleMania just to kind of make room for WrestleMania, but we'll see. Because that'll be the third video that we pre-record. And that's like the ambitious goal. The goal was to get this video and the next episode filmed before, the busy season kicked in. I just wanted to be ambitious and get a third one recorded so that way I got an extra week so that I can give myself that week to get back into the groove and pre-record. I know, what a concept, right? But Ivy Nile now has the submission hold locked in. Oh, what a move. But I hope everyone's enjoying the series, and hopefully everyone's okay with us doing more of the pre-recorded content. I'm finding more of my groove in the pre-recorded era, if you will. Because that way it also gives me a little bit more, wiggle room to do other things, especially with these busy seasons. And I think the timing will be good for us when we go back to doing the pre-recorded content, kind of like in the middle of November again. That way we get that last batch of DLC, and that way, because I think the last DLC is out November 13th. And then that'll also be the same week that Royal Rumble tickets go on sale too. And then, of course, that's kind of going to be right before. When is Thanksgiving this year? I know it's usually that last Thursday of the month. Let me see here. Well, that's not helping if I don't type in the year. Oh my god, Thanksgiving's on the 28th. It feels so late, but I know that, yeah, it is like the last Thursday of the month, but it feels so late! Is this one of those situations where there's 5 Thursdays in the month or something? Because that could explain it. That could explain a lot. This should be uploaded, in November, by the way. I'm recording this back in October. Yeah, there are 5... No, there are 3 Thursdays. I think, yeah, there's 3 Thursdays. I think it's because, the end of October, from what it looks like on my calendar, it's, the last day of the month is on a Thursday, and that's throwing me off. So, yeah, the Thanksgiving is on the 28th, so it's, right at the end of the month. Wow. Oh my goodness gracious. Jacy Jane won the match, and hey, she must have been yeah, no, Christina needs to get some videos pre-recorded here. I had another late start today, but in my defense, I get to sleep in tomorrow, so I mean, there's that. And and I'm doing this the day that I'm filming this, because, that's just how we operate. So there's that. Jacy Jane won the match. We're going to speed run through the rest of this episode, book the PLE, all of that good stuff. So let's go ahead and just see how we did. Okay. Well, hey, we kept up at the beginning and the end of the show, so I mean, that's saying something. But look at that, people. Trick and Roman, they're about to feud over the U.S. Championship. I probably could have flipped these two and it would have made a little bit more of an impact, but here we are. And The Miz retained the title. Alrighty, we got 51,000 fans, so I mean, clearly we are at least keeping up. Injury bug is hopefully going away soon. So we're keeping up, people. We're almost to 2 million fans. Look at that. Look at this. Look at us. Alrighty. Week 19. So much better putting on a show with proper effects. Oh, you're welcome, Jacy. Sure, take some rest, Trick, please. Oh man. Okay, manage roster. Okay, somebody ranked up somewhere. Who ranked up? Oh, Trick did. Okay, cool. Okay, awesome. So basic stamina, basic popularity. Stamina. we need all the stamina we can get at this point. Okay, so Gigi is back. Thea is back. Fanny, I can't help it. You're injured. Like, why are you mad? It's like you're injured. I can't help that. So, we are kind of, gonna just book the show. We're gonna take it very easy. I know we have all these different feuds that we need to get back to, but we need to make sure that we have people ready to go for the, you know, premium live event. So there's that. Do not book your least popular available star for a match this week. That is fine. Let's see here. We still need to get 3 more of these. I think we'll probably be able to do most of these for sure. So let's keep things moving along. We need Trick to have 2 weeks of rest, so we can't book Trick. Actually, wait. We already leveled up one other person, right? Yeah. So we only need this one left, and then we just got one of these left to go. So we're good. So, yeah, let's go ahead and book the show, see what happens, and just, go from there. Alrighty, people. Once again, we are winging it over here. We got another stacked night of women's division action here on Monday Night Raw. Because that's really all we have to work with for right now, because people need rest. But Gigi Dolan winning in her first match back from injury. We got the tag team feud kind of bubbling up there. Again, we need options. Right, right. Jacy Jane picked up the win. Again, not a whole lot going on over here. Roman and Trick, their feud continues. Shotzi and Jody Garcia with the Nova Northern Light run-in. 2.5 stars. Bronson Reed and Ilya, that's going up to level 2. And for the title, we have The Miz versus Ilya Dragunov. I think that makes some logical sense. And Ilya Dragunov picks up the win, and he is injured for 2 weeks. Yay! I mean, hey, we got our Mania feud, at least with Bronson and Ilya. Oh, man. Well, hey, I mean, the show got better throughout the nights. That's great. Yay. Oh, man. Well, I mean, hopefully, I think we'll have at least Fanny back for sure. So, I mean, we'll at least have some matches to work with at the PLE, and that makes me very happy to see. Oh, okay. Beautiful. Listen, Red Dude Mania. Isn't Seth had a rivalry going on? Seth got injured. That's literally what happened. Okay, so at least we have some money for this PLE. Again, we are just really struggling at this point because of all the injuries and all that. It's just not a good time. Like, I mean, we're not far behind ECW. Alrighty, week 20. Oh, Lord. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, boy. Oh, Fanny. Okay, well, it's fine. Okay, let's talk figures. We're gonna be out of money. Just you watch. Alright, let's talk figures. Perfect. Garcia lately. Sure, let's see how this team works. Seems reasonable, Jody. Like I said, I thought we had money, but at least we'll be able to get the PLE arena, so that's nice. Go team. Yay, no money. Well, I mean, all things considering for a PLE, right? Okay, so we still have... Oh, boy. So Naya wants a bunch of things, but... Yeah, oh boy, we got a lot happening. Have at least one backstage brawl this week. I mean, trips. Are we going to be able to afford that? Well, I guess one way to find out. Okay. Let's see who's back from the injury reserves. Okay, so pretty much everybody's stamina is floating between like 30 and 40, which is fine. Fanny's finally back from injury, and she's mad and leaving. But we get Seth and Randy back, which is great, and then we'll be basically, hopefully, injury-free after that. So if we have a very boring show, I am actually more than okay with that, to be completely honest. So I think we don't have to use anything, I don't think, except for maybe that pre-match physio card. But we'll see how it goes. So let's go ahead and book the show here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and we'll figure out what matches we're going to watch and, kind of go from there. Alrighty, I think given the situation, I think we're going to be fine. So we've got Fanny versus Nia for the women's title. Fanny's leaving after the show, but we got to have the title on the line, right? Right. Kind of wrap up this feud. So that's going to open the show. We got Psycho Sally on board because we need another heel on the roster on the women's side of things, right? And honestly, if we're losing Fanny, we got to pick up somebody else, right? Right. We've got Nova Northern Light versus Jody Garcia, tables match over here. We've got Roman versus Butch, Falls Count Anywhere for the United States Championship. And then closing out the show, we've got an Extreme Rules tag team match between Jacy and Kairi versus Thea and Becky, just to hopefully wrap up that feud. I was going to try to go for a steel cage match, right? But then it was like, nope, you can't afford this. And it's like, I guess we just can't have nice things. I mean, we could just like set a couple of these back probably to just like, cut back on the cost a little bit. It is what it is. We'd have to like get rid of at least a couple of these stipulation matches, and we just don't have the energy for that right now. And so I think we'll be in an okay spot. I think I'm gonna probably maybe oh god, maybe we'll just move these a little bit. Yeah, no, no, no. We'll move. Oh god. Okay, let's move this, and then we'll move that. I think this makes sense. So it's again a mostly women's show, but that's because a lot of the injuries are all on the. Pretty much our women's division's fine right now in terms of injuries, but the men's side of things, we're still waiting on Randy and Seth to return next week. Then we'll have Ilya back in 2 weeks, and so we're gonna keep things moving along there. So again, thank you all so much for tuning in. Leave a like, leave a comment, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button to get notifications around here, that sort of thing. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next one.